Yeah. So
Talking about the one
Aswasi,
there. They said they want to take out the tag of the place being a flash.
I want a very hot bar.
Aye.
I want a very, very hot bar.
But it's good to know that it is going smoothly, apart from one recalcitrant person.
It's part of the game.
It's part of it.
It's part of the game. So it's still in the Ashanti region.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to Ashanti region.
Mm-hmm.
It has always been the largest blue belt in Ghana, a key stronghold for the new patriotic party.
Okay.
So the region has always thrown their support for the
NPP.
The NPP. You remember that even in viral interviews, I think former President Mahama built the Kitetia market for them.
Mm-hmm.
But you find some of them even saying that they've not seen anything.
The only face is right in front of them.
Yeah.
But because it's another party.
Yeah. You see, they have a strong affection for the party.
Okay.
Right. So since 1996, the NPP has secured significant votes in the Ashanti region.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in 1996, the party secured 65% of the vote, with NDC trailing at 32.8%. Now, this dominance continued in the following elections, with NPP's share of the vote rising steadily. Now, by 2000, the NPP had increased its share to 74.8%, further strengthening its position. In 2004, the NPP's performance peaked at 77%, while the NDC share remained relatively low at 21.8%.
Okay.
So this is very interesting.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah. Now, listen to this. Although the NDC had been unable to break the NPP stronghold, the gap between the two parties has narrowed slightly in the years later. Okay. In 2008, this is what happened. The NPP still commanded a strong 72.5%.
Okay.
But the NDC's vote share increased to 26%.
Hey.
Now, in 2012, the NPP received 70%. There's a decline from 72 to 70.9%.
Yeah.
But the NDC increased its margin to 28. So you see, 21 to 28.
Yeah. A significant boost.
Yeah. But the NDC reduced a bit. Then the NPP, it reduced.
It reduced, yes.
Yeah. From 72 to 70%. Now, what this? Between 2016 and then 2020 elections. Now, as we saw a similar trend.
Okay.
With NPP maintaining a solid lead, 76.3%.
Okay.
So they came back.
That's
2016 and 72% in 2020.
Okay.
So there's a dip. 76. We had 76.3% in 2016. Then 2020, you secured 72.8% in your stronghold.
Okay.
But the NDC secured around 23%. That is for when they secured 23% in 2016. But they increased their margin to 26% in 2020 election. So meaning that
they have increased.
Yeah, they've increased. Now going to this year's election, this is what NDC is trying to do. There is over 3.3 million registered voters in the Ashanti region.
Okay.
We expect that NPP will continue the dominance in this Ashanti region. But NDC is also hopeful that even if they've secured 30%, you see, they have 28% now. The last election, they had 26. If they're able to secure 30% and they get a bit from the other regions,
they are good to go.
They are good to go.
Yeah.
And remember that though it's a stronghold, the NPP's margin has been fluctuating.
Yeah. Not been stable.
Yeah, and that's what they have to watch. Now you have Alan Chamantin breaking away from the NPP. There's some dissatisfaction in the party.
Yeah.
There's apathy. Some people are even not happy with the performance of the government.
Okay.
And every year there's apathy. It affects your stronghold. It's been a trend. It affects the stronghold. So you saw Baumia doing the 15-day tour. And I think this is one of the things that... And you hear some of the party communicators saying that they are winning Ashanti with hands down. But you also saw that in the last days, John Dramani Mahama also went in there to do some campaign.
Yeah.
Even last minute, he was there. And the NDC also had a rally over there.
Yeah.
So it means that now the turnout should be higher for the and people should count that their party members will show up and apathy shouldn't come in. And from the rally that was held in the Ashanti region, you could see huge numbers. NDC trying to cause trouble in the ruling party's trouble, but NPP is still making a statement that they are still the stronghold. So that's another region to watch. Now let's come down to Eastern region.
Eastern region.
Where we are now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The NPP.
Yeah. All right. Since 1996, since 1996, the NDC maintained dominance with 55% of the vote, while NPP trailed behind at 43.50%.
Really?
Yeah. So 1996.
Oh yeah, 1996.
It was a stronghold of the
NDC.
Wow. But it was a slight. There's a slight margin. Yeah. 55% as against 43.5%.
Right.
But by 2000, the NPP began to make substantial inroads, increasing its share to 52.8%.
Okay.
While the NDC support base declined to 43.4%. So look at it this way: NDC was leading with 55, won the 1996 election with 55% vote, while NDC had 43% in 1996.
Okay.
But NPP did some magic. I think that was the time Kufu was coming in. Oh, 2000, no? 2000. All right, so let's go on. Let's do the analysis. So by 2000, the NPP began to make substantial inroads. Now, they won the election with 52.8%, whilst the NDC had 43.4%.
Okay.
Don't be fine NPP for you know. But even though NPP won with 52 with a higher margin, with a higher vote, but they couldn't meet the NDC's 1996 vote, because the NDC had 56% at that time.
Okay.
55% at that time.
Okay.
Now let's go to this marks start of a trend where the NPP increasing gained favor in the region, with the party securing 60% of the vote in 2004. So in 2004 too, the NPP increased their margin.
2004.
Yeah, to 60%.
Okay.
In 2004.
Wow.
And then it dropped from 43% to 38.4%. So that's where the NDC's war started.
Okay.
Right. Now, this compared to 1996, it means that the NPP gained favor in 2004. Even though NDC had 55% in 1996. But then by 2004, NPP was more appealing in the region, Eastern region, with 60.3% of voters going in for NPP. And then NDC trailed at 38.4%. Now let's continue. Now the NPP's hold on the Eastern region strengthened further in the subsequent elections. In 2008, the NPP won 57% of the vote, with NDC gaining 41.1%. So it means that NDC appreciated their vote.
Yeah.
NDC appreciated their vote. But NDC dropped in 2008. You see, NPP won with secured 60.3% of votes in 2004. But when it came to 2008, they secured 57%.
Yeah.
Slight drop.
Yeah.
But NDC gained from 38% to 41%.
Okay.
Now, the following election in 2012 and 2016 saw the NPP maintaining dominance, securing 56.9% and 62.4% respectively. So it means that 2012, NPP had 56.9%. Then 2016, 62.4%.
Okay.
possibly because of Akufo-Addo coming from the Eastern region.
Right. Okay.
But NDC support remained competitively low, 42 and 36% in those years. So 2012, NDC had 42%, whilst NPP had 56. Then 2016, 62, then 36. So Akufo-Addo really did the magic, Eastern region, because he comes from Ashim.
Okay.
So it played a role.
Okay.
Now let's go to the 2020 election. The NPP continued this strong performance with 60%. Still Akufo-Addo. Though NPP won in the previous election, which is 2012, was 62%, 62.4%, but they dropped from 62 to 60.5%
Okay.
of the vote. What is it telling us? Maybe things are not going on well, which they have to check. But NDC, look at what happened to the NDC. In 2020 election, NDC appreciated their vote from 36% in the previous election to 39%.
Okay.
So, but the results suggest that Eastern region has increasingly favored the NPP in recent years. And then the NDC has struggled to reclaim its earlier stronghold, with the gap between the two parties widening over time. The trend indicates that NPP has solidified its position as the leading political force in the Eastern region. So this is it for the Eastern region. Now, let's go